Max B has been free for like 3 days now, and the snitch allegations is running rampant. Now, I did a video, and I was getting backlash from black people as well, because y'all know I don't really talk about the W folks. I focus on our community. And I said, well, what about David Teller Jr.? And a lot of you scum, right? You know what you are, scum. I'm talking about my people, scum. Y'all said, well, sometimes things happen. What about him? I said, well, damn, a black man lost his life. Right? A black man that wasn't trying to rob nobody, that didn't do anything, regardless of whatever they was doing, they got robbed, tied up, and pow, right? Well, now we're hearing that this guy gave up some statements, and he's saying that, he copped out to get out because he knew his stepbrother wasn't getting out. But we heard he was telling before that.
That's what they say. We outside. Let's get it moved.
They thought it wouldn't happen. They lied. The devil's a lie.
Now the crazy thing is, Max B ain't denying that he told to get out, right? He's not denying the fact that because the woman Gina Conway, who he helped set it up, right? Remember, he was looked at as the mastermind. He didn't pull the trigger. He wasn't there, but he was the one that the woman went to him and told him. These guys was flaunting money and flashing and all this kind of stuff. So he sent the stepbrother and them there to handle this. Now, four other people also got arrested in this situation, right? So he masterminded the whole thing. He ended up getting 75 years. His stepbrother got life plus 35 years. Gina got 15, right? He not even denying the fact that he told to get out. He called into the Dancer Project and said this.
Have sex with my hot wife all around the world. It's nothing. I'm not worried about this shit, but I got a whole life to live. I already gave back time on the 75 ball. I did a dub and came back and got my shit on PCR. I'm supposed to not cop out. So you telling me if they had a chance to come back right now and cop out, they wouldn't cop out? Come on, my nigga. Because, when you cop out, they make you do a statement version that ain't facts or whatever. That's part of the plea deal. That's why it's called a plea deal, my nigga. But I had to do 20 years to do that. So keep that in mind. That ain't no shit. I was out in a year. I did that in a year. Now I had to let niggas go through their process. Blew, went through the whole 3-4 denials, done up. You know what I'm saying? Then I found my shit and got relief. So if some niggas want you to ride with them, Misery Love Company, not on my watch. I got shit to do, but we ain't doing that. I can't stay in here with these money. I gotta come home and get rich.
And this is why I don't rock with a lot of you fake internet ninjas, right? Y'all love Max B, but what's the dude, the BMF cat? Y'all was D-riding him all crazy. But then when it came out where he didn't even, it was alleged that he was telling. There's still been no concrete proof. Y'all all turned on him, but y'all was D-riding him for years while he was in jail. We can't wait till Meeks come home. We can't wait till Meeks come home. Meeks come home. 50 Cent, him and 50 Cent go through something. All of a sudden, he a problem, right? But this guy right here, he was the mastermind and sending his brother down there to handle that. It went crazy. His brother trying to get his appeals. He wanted to get out after 17 years, so he go and cop out. But in cop out, you got to tell the police everything that you did. You got to tell the police everything that happened, everything. So that does damage to your brother's case. No, you got to hold that because you was the one that masterminded it, right? But listen, check this out, right? Wingate contends that the 3 aggravating factors cannot support the sentences. He argues that he had only 2 priors in indictable convictions, and that there exists in this case only a general type of difference that is present in every sentence. He also argues that the court failed to explain why it found a risk that he would commit further crimes. Wingate also argues that the court erroneously failed to find any mitigating factors. Specifically, he argues that his conduct was the result of circumstances unlikely to recur because he would have nothing more to do with Conway. He also argues that he cooperated with law enforcement authorities by helping them locate Conway. So just think about it. Before he even got locked up, before he even copped out, he already told on a girl. Oh, Boy, the internet. He already told the girl. He already told the popo where they can find the girl. So I'm not a fan of WACK100, but I understand what's at play here. So WACK100, DJ Academics is going back and forth. Check it out.
Encountered. I think we're hearing that Max B's as solid as they come. He did not cooperate, brother.
Max B, I sent you all the paperwork.
I'm watching the 1090 Jake thing. It said that he
No, I don't care about 1090. 1090 is just a regular dude like everybody else. The documents, this is what you're looking for. Actually, here. Okay. Let me guide you directly to what you want to read.
Okay, give me a paperwork breakdown.
I sent you the paperwork. This is going to guide you right to where you want to read. This is one part where he's admitting that due to his cooperation, he should be given leniency. Here. That's
what page is this?
That's Max B's paperwork.
Okay, yeah, but you sent me a document. What page is on it?
I don't look at it. It'll tell you that. You have all the documents. You even have the appeal. There's another part where you'll see Max B told the detectives where the girl involved in the murder robbery, where she works, with strip club, and where
is
she
that
lives.
Snitching though? I've heard from
Hell
people.
Yeah, that's snitching. See, this is the part.
Hold on. If I'm a street dude, let's say me and you are street dudes, and they said, "Do you know where WACK works?" And I said, "I know WACK does podcasts or does interviews with DJ Vlad." Am I snitching?
Listen, let's paint the right picture. Academics.
Yeah.
This lady and this dude was involved in the murder robbery. We know you have some involvement as well. What do you know about them? She works at Scarlet Strip Club and lives at this location. They're letting him know she is an interest. He knows she's of interest because they put the play together.
Listen, I'm going to be serious for a minute. You know, if he wasn't like a street guy, he wasn't claiming street, but he's a street dude that claims to be in the street from the Bronx, bang, bang, boogie down, right? And if me and my homies, we go put together a play. Let's just say I'm copping some stones. I'm copping some stones off some Colombians from uptown, right? I'm copping these stones, but they only want to deal with me. Right, they only want to deal with me. So I go deal with them a couple times. They get comfortable. Yeah, I mean, you know, because one thing about them, once they get comfortable with you, man, they real loyal, right? You go, they bring you around, they kids, they wife, like they bring you in. So you start learning the ins and outs, right? So about a year in, I say, okay, listen, I'm gonna go. I know where they got a lot of money at, man. I know, it's like 1.5 over there, man. But you got to go here around this time because they do this, right? Because they trust me. I'm moving stones for them, right? And I send 2-3 dudes over there, and they go over there, they lay everybody down, right? They lay everybody down, they get the 1.5 out of there, but they kill everybody in the house. Now, I didn't authorize no killing, right? But they unalive everybody in the house, right? When they get caught and the police come and get me, I orchestrated it. I'm accessory to the murder. I just as well did it. So now they start questioning me, and I start telling the police where they can go find people, all this, and then we go to jail. They hit me with a 75-year sentence, but my co-D's still fighting their case. Remember, I masterminded, right? And they lost some appeals. So 20 years later, I cop out. I'm the one cop out. I come home where they wouldn't have never known nothing about a robbery or none of that if I didn't set it up. So what I'm saying is, a lot of you dudes, if you ain't in the streets, stay out of street business. Just stay out of that stuff, man. The streets is a myth. It's fake. It's phony. That's why I promote Urban Nerds today, man, not that lifestyle. And there's a lot of stuff that I can talk about in the show, but I don't talk about that on here because I don't want to be known for that. Because there's a lot of families that got hurt behind a lot of the bull crap. So I let that alone and praise the Most High that I'm here to tell a story, right? But let's listen to some more of this.
Anytime you give any information up on anybody else other than yourself, you're telling. And this is why your crowd is not going to understand. Our rules are our rules. We don't give a damn about what the civilians or the L7 thinks. The minute Max B told that detective where that woman lived and where she worked, and they apprehended her, she then told on Pooh Sims, who got 120 to life, and she did like 8 years or so. She went to jail as well. You tell it. And if you read the document, you're going to read.
But I heard she told on Max B as well.
Listen, it don't matter. He told on her first.
So I'm not a fan of WACK100, but I agree. I agree with this, and this is why you stay out the streets. But WACK100, he went as far as to get Max B's brother on the phone in a prison call to let the brother speak out and talk about this. Now, listen, Max is home, and I know a lot of y'all are fans and y'all love Max B, but I keep asking y'all, what about David Teller Jr.? Oh, he don't matter. What about his children and his mother and his family? They black too, right? Y'all like to talk about this W man and talk about racism. Well, David Teller Jr. was black too, right? He wasn't up in New York robbing nobody, but he's in the ground now unalived. What about him? Oh, because you a fan of Max B, right? But y'all was fans of Big Meech too. That's what I'm saying. Like the streets, I had to learn. This is the internet, and these are people that's not from the streets. So they just ride. This is entertainment. They just ride the wave on whoever popping. That's just how a lot of y'all out there operate, right? Y'all don't respect nothing to kid. Now, what about David Teller? I don't see no rest in peace to him, right? But this is what Max B brother had to say.
Shit like misspelled words and all this shit, but we went to the thing and found the real court documents, and regardless of the misspelled words, what you was saying, what you was saying was in there. He definitely. He told where that woman lived at, where she worked at. Like,
I've been saying that though. Wack. This ain't no see. Nobody want to listen to me because I ain't got no platform.
Oh no,
you know what I'm saying, nigga ain't can, so that's what it is.
On the phone right now. So here go the thing.
Oh,
right?
all right.
Now we got past that telling. Now here goes the next thing. We see in 2012, the appeal was denied, right? But then in 2016. He get a 55-year time reduction, right? Now, I'm hearing about whatever went on with his attorney, but here goes the problem. If the attorney, it was misrepresentation for your defense attorney, right? Whatever the is going to go on, whatever the shit they saying is the reason why they're going to reduce your time, right? Then it's going to be documented. You can't find why he got the time reduction, bro.
Exactly. But now, look, this is what I'm on the process now. I just hired a new lawyer, so I got another lawyer, my lawyer, right? But I'm filing an appeal right now that I got going on. So I gotta, I'm about to get the paperwork because my lawyer about to get it. But you do know, right? Anytime that you take a sentence, this is anybody that got common knowledge. If you know, was anybody that been in the system, when you take a plea. You got to tell them what you pleaded to. You can't just take no plea and then walk out the courtroom like George Jefferson. It don't work like that.
But see what I'm saying? They're not saying he took a plea. He's saying because his attorney got caught doing some things or whatever.
Nah, that's not what he's saying. This my life right here, Wack. I'm telling you what happened. So what happened was his lawyer was his rap lawyer at the same time, right? Okay. So what he's saying is his argument was, okay, being that my lawyer was my criminal lawyer and my rap lawyer, he never told me about no deal. Had he told me about his deal, I would have took the deal. So now the court was saying, okay, this is a conflict of interest, right? So being that this is a conflict of interest, what they did was, supposedly what they supposed to do was, okay, we'll offer you the deal. Right, because they didn't want to overturn the whole case. So we'll offer you a deal, which was 20 years. But now, in the midst of taking this 20 years, you still have to give a factual basis for your plea. You can't just take the 20 years and that's it. It don't work like that. In no court system in America. You got to explain to them why you taking this 20 years and what was your part in taking this 20 years. See what I'm saying?
So you got to give something up.
Let me say this, because he was young, I think like 19 to 20 when he went in, and it's been like 17 years later now, and I hope that he learned from this. I hope that he has some form of remorse for the family, and he can change his ways, his thought process. I hope that he's changed in the years that he's had to sit in prison. And I know that I know he still think about, damn, man, I set this up and my brother got to do all this time, where my brother wouldn't even be in there had I not sent him, right? Had I not sent my brother there to handle that, this wouldn't have happened, right? Now, his brother is responsible for his own doing as well, but you also are responsible, and you did things and broke the code to get out, right? Where you was just as culpable. So I hope that he's learned from this. I hope that he has any type of remorse for that family. I hope that if he makes any money, maybe he may set up something for that man, and maybe if that man had children in his family, because that man was unalive, because you was broke and you was trying to do something that you ain't had no business doing. And I just wish our people, my FBA family, my black family, my people, we start like we got to do better as a people, man. Everything ain't a party, everything ain't okay. Death, it shouldn't be normalized, right? Somebody was unalived here at the hands of another black person, right? So he shouldn't be celebrated. He shouldn't be celebrated at all. Should he get a second chance? Absolutely. Absolutely. He should get a second chance at life. He made a mistake when he was very young, undeveloped brain. He did something real stupid. But now in his late 30s, he's coming home. I hope that he's learned from this, man. I'm not celebrating nothing, because nobody's talking about David Teller, so I'll talk about him. And it means something to me because I come from that life, and I wish that I would have thought about the people that was losing their lives and the people that was getting hurt back then, and I didn't. All I cared about was me and what I was doing. And this is why I don't come online and tell stories or bring up things that maybe I might have been involved in the past and all kind of stuff, because there's other family members and people connected to that's going to affect, and it opens up old wounds. So some things is better left unsaid. So for me, what about his family? But y'all gotta let me know what y'all think. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.